Is everything working? Right off the no. I was about to say. I feel it would be uncharacteristic of today's stream if things actually just kind of worked right off the bat. So we're gonna deal with some Reddit disconnection issues, but we are live on YouTube. So we get to have some presence in this moment at least. Me and you, Shannon, get to have a little bit of presence while we wait for Reddit to bonk a few times. Okay, bonk number one, done. Let's see, two more bonks, max four more bonks. At least two more bonks. Hey, it's insane is streaming right now. No, this is an old stream of his. This is a really old stream of his. Damn. It's kind of stripping off for a second. Hello, Shannon. So nice to have you here with me, friend. I hope your Sunday is treating you well. It's Amara there with you. It's nice to have you, friends. I'm feeling something. Some things are being felt. How are you, Melt? I'm feeling things. She is. Love to you too. I'm definitely feeling things, Shannon. Um, I'm feeling them. Things are being felt. Ermias Plur though. Like there seems to be obstacles. Let's call it obstacles. Obstacles. You know the obstacles, Shannon. I think you do know the obstacles. Obstacles seem to be getting in the way of how I want things. There we go. Second failure done. Third failure is the charm for success. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna try and hit this live button, and then I'm gonna do something unconventional. Yes, we're gonna drink something other than water on the stream. Is it possible? Tuning, connection issues. Okay, so maybe this will be the third failure, but then after it fails a third time, then it's gonna work. I'm back in a second. Hold space for me, please. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. The Reddit stream dropped as well while I was away. I'm happy that you friends kept space for me though. Thank you. I made myself a cold brew. I didn't just go and make it. The cold brew was brewing coldly, and now it has been brewed. Unfortunately, we were dealing with some sporadic power outages today, and then I couldn't find a kettle when I tried to make myself a coffee during the power outage, and then I decided I'm gonna make myself a cold brew. Didn't really get to do it or drink it, before stream, before my showers. But man, I'm feeling so many things. So many things are being felt right now, and I don't know exactly how to resolve what it is I'm feeling. If there needs to be a resolution, even you were missed, Jovan, but hopefully we're doing other meaningful things. She always does. She always does. Friends, I'm gonna try to sneak into the yoga sessions this work week. I'm gonna be unsatisfied knowing that I've not been able to make time for this weekend. It's okay. So okay. Javan, thank you. Have you tried heavy metal? I think I need some heavy metal right now, Christian. Oh, Yassi, oh. Yassi Bobassi. This is the fourth time my stream is failing in a row. Well, power outages randomly for no reason, losing work that I was doing. Ah, can't find kettles. No. No, and it's all of them is like first world problems. Couldn't drink my coffee. Mm. Yes, cold brew. I'm so sophisticated. Look at how sophisticated I am, Christian. I drink cold brew coffee out of crystal glasses. Yes. Yes. Bro, I'm losing my mind though. Seems like I'm losing my mind. I need some heavy metal. Love to see you at the yoga. It's so nice to have you there as well, Shannon. I'm making a flower bed. Look at Jovan. Making flower beds and stuff. How lucky are we to have people like you? I think I'm gonna have to go and get some shielding or something. The sun is like out to get me. You know what, son? Take your swing. Get some. Get as much as you want. We're gonna try the fifth time. Fifth time is actually the charm. They had it wrong this whole time. It was in fact the fifth time that actually works. Damn it, no. Wasn't lucky enough. Maybe the sixth time will be the charm. Pinky up. Oh yes, I need to do the pinky up. Do the pinky up. And then I also need to like pull my jaw weird, apparently, according to Uncle Becky, if I wanted to go live properly. We use our momentary consciousness to say we are this and not that. You know what? It's true though. It's true. I'm like actually getting goosebumps having read that because that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm using this momentary consciousness to be like, yes, I feel this way instead of feeling that way. But I'm still in this moment very much feeling. I'm almost done with Corey Taylor's biography, and it boils down to it is okay to be angry and make mistakes. Can you see this? I don't know if you can. My freaking eye has been twitching, Christian. That's how manic it has been feeling. I'm almost done with Corey Taylor's biography, and it boils down to it's okay to be angry and make mistakes. And I'm guessing you're meaning you're reading Corey Taylor's biography, and that is what you're pulling from it. It's okay to be angry and make mistakes. Even though I've had reason to be angry and I've had opportunities to make mistakes, I haven't been though, Christian. Like that's the thing that I'm kind of trying to focus on, and that's where the whole stream topic is coming from today. Is laughing your way into heaven, the cosmic giggle, literally the cosmic giggle, and how every single time I had something in my day not go as I anticipated, I was just like, oh, funny. Oh, it's funny, is it? It's funny, jokey joke. Laughy laughs. Okay, okay, cool, cool. Seventh time. Seventh time's the charm? Or is it sixth? Might be sixth. Seventh time seems to be the charm. And we're failing again. Meowdy, Savina. Reddit is sucky, lol. Tell me about it, Savina. Please. Please tell me more. Oh, Reddit. Beautiful platform. I was just talking not smack. What's the opposite of talking smack? Talking up? I was talking up Reddit, to one of the clients we have that practice yoga with me. And I was like, yeah, Reddit is lit. It's so cool. You get to cater for yourself what it is you want to see. And then it's like, oh hey, how about it just doesn't work? That's gonna work soon though. Any second now. Any second. My eye does that sometimes, Mel. Usually when something is really stressing me out. I think I'm stressing me out, Shannon. The only thing that really stresses me out is me. And unfortunately, no matter where I go, there I am, ready to stress myself out once again. Let's see. No, connection issues. Maybe eighth time will be the charm. Let's see. I agree, Christian, but adding another layer, it's okay as long as we accept responsibility for them. That's cool. It's cool that you say that, Jovan, because I feel like that is definitely something we might be missing right now. Is the responsibility part of the equation. You know, we get angry and we do absurd things sometimes, but we're unwilling to take responsibility. You know, and technically, I'm responsible for this. Whoa, 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 whoa! It's actually working. It's actually working. Yeah, seventh time was the charm. In fact, thank you for lending me your strength. There's 7 friends in the stream right now. It's 14 minutes past, so 7 goes into that twice. Yeah, yeah. Synchronicities. Thank you again for lending me your strength, Shannon. The power of 7. Seventh time is the charm from now on. I have to fail at least 6 times to succeed the 7th time. I agree, Christian. I drink lemon water when my eye gets twitchy. Does it help, Amanda? That's the thing that I'm curious about. Yowdy to you. Thank you, Savina, for joining me. I'm angry at my neighbors this morning. Someone pulled the fire alarm at 7 a.m. 50 bucks says whoever pulled that fire alarm at 7 a.m. hasn't gone to sleep yet. You know, they definitely didn't pull the alarm because they were up early and they were like, "Yo, let's see what's gonna." This no, I'm sorry that happened to you, Amanda. I hope that it wasn't too traumatic to wake up that way. I can't imagine it must be fun. Suddenly, oh, I am being alerted to the building being on fire. I had me a glass of lemon water this morning with crab apple and pine essence. Crab apples are like these small little things, right? And pine essence. Man, cold brew is nice. Who would have known? I guess I would have known if I made myself some before. I almost died in my sleep. Hmm. That is a very interesting thing to say. Have all of us maybe at some point almost died in our sleep, but we just didn't know because we woke up? I'm sorry, maybe you weren't signing up for that. Hey, the Molly Lama! Nice to see you too, friend. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing? How's life finding you? What have you been laughing at? What has happened in your life as of late that usually you find makes you angry, usually you find kind of works you up in a way, and now you find reason to laugh at it? You know, oh, is that a Talia? Yow! Skip. Sorry, I mean, hello, Talia. It's nice to see you. Again, it's my alternate account now. Okay. Nalvesh. 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 What does Nalvesh mean, Talia? Nalvesh. Nal. Am I saying it correctly? Kanal Vesh. I know. I think Nalvesh would be probably the closest way. Love and smiles to you. I'm doing well. I have stuffies, you know, this thing and then that thing, and then so and then sis and sis, trying to make things, and then the things I'm trying to make it's taken from me. Try and make myself coffee, and the way I make coffee isn't there. Try and have electricity, and then electricity gets taken away, and I got to. It's almost like I feel I'm like drained right now. Like I had all of these things happen to me, and I got to be calm, got to be myself. I got to be gathered, regardless of all of these things that happened. And now I find myself in this space, and I feel kind of riled up. You know, I feel like I need to be like fighting someone or something. That's how I'm feeling right now, Talia. It's so nice to have you here with us. How are you doing? How's your mom? How are your studies? How's life treating you right now? I thought my water was bad, but that is awful, Melty. I thought my water was bad, but that is awful, Melty. You mean this? Yeah, there's something wrong with my water. It tastes like coffee. You know that can't be right. Something has to be extremely wrong. Mm, mm. Uh, I'm the, but my brain is going towards the fractal reality of instead of just I made myself a cold brew and I put it in a water glass, I'm imagining myself going to the tap and then pouring myself a cold brew coffee and then all of the stuff that has to happen before that it can actually happen. You know, what does it look like behind the scenes? Is the coffee being made underground in the borehole? Is it made in a giant tank? after it gets pumped out of the hole? Does it have like almost like interchanging filters, almost like those little straws that we used to have as kids that we would drink milk through, and it would flavor the milk as you drink the straw, drink it through the straw. You might know what I'm talking about. But with coffee. Yes, yes, I can see it. It's extremely impractical. Thank you, Savita, for the love, friend. Happy Smile Seeker joining us as well. It's nice to have you here, friend. Good afternoon, good day, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful one. Talia, it's a blessing having you here with us. I think you might have sent me a Discord message. I don't know if I've seen it yet. I almost died in my sleep. You said so, Luigi Mario, and I said something about you saying so. I'll say something again, though, if you want me to, What happened? Let me ask it this way. Maybe that's what you wanted me to ask. What happened, friend? How did you almost die in your sleep? Let me know. Hey, it's the laughing tiger herself. So nice to have you here with us, Maxine. So much love to you. I agree, Christian. But adding another layer, everyone gets twitchy. Amanda, issues of our pen recently too. Not sure that they have done to it. Yeah, just spice, Sofina. Like extra spice. It's like, oh yeah, you think things are gonna be easy. How about no? How about no? How about they aren't easy? And I'm like, but why not? Why can't they be easy? It's like, yeah, just no. I'm like, but why? Yeah, no. It's gonna make it easier if we tell you why it can't be easy. And I'm like, damn it, please make it at least that easy for me. No, it has to be extra difficult. Why am I getting goosebumps talking about it like this? Huh? It has to be extra difficult, friends. Otherwise, we get bored. We'd be like, oh, I know what's going on. Yeah, no, never, never know what's going on. Mm-mm. None of that. Going on. None of it. Craziness all the time. I'm angry with my neighbors pulling the alarm. Morning loves again. Maxine, Coco is joining us as well. I'm sorry to hear that, Amanda. I hope your day goes better. I mean, it can only go better, really, right? If it starts that way, hopefully it only goes better. Oh, I've had a spicy day myself. Just, just stay aware. Regardless of the spice. Maybe that's today's message, really. Try and stay aware enough to find something to laugh at. When these things come up in your life, oh man, I'm feeling kind of manic, yo. I don't know if the coffee is helping. It's just like, oh yeah, you want manic? How about manic faster? Sensing the surreal solutions on a Sunday, on a sunshiny day, so we can stop and smile. Oh, thank you for that reminder, Jumpin' Jack Jumanji, that we can stop and smile. Yushmekshi, sofa, sofa. No, no. Nishmekshi? No, couldn't possibly be Yushmekshi. So nice to have you joining us. Sofa, sofa, sofa. I'm drinking a cold brew coffee. If water is Ermias plur, this is Plurmius Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We're drinking Plurmius today. I'm feeling I'm I'm feeling. I'm feeling too many things at the same time. I'm thinking about the future. I'm thinking about what I need to do. Brother Joel, I don't know if he's here just yet. He might be here soonish. But Brother Joel sent me like a plan. Like a plan. Like a plan. And this plan signifies, identifies methods of increasing financial abundance in my life at this time. And I woke up, I read some of it last night, and my mind was like, and then I woke up and I read the rest of it this morning, and it has only become crazier. And then I kind of like started. I did start, fortunately, with some of the stuff that he suggested. And oh man, there's just so much I have to do. Oh, ah! I'm calm. I'm calm and not crazy. Yes, yes, calm and not crazy whatsoever. Uh, I wish I had multiple limbs. They're like, you have multiple limbs, Melt. I wish I had more limbs. Okay, I wish I had like at least four extra limbs. Having four extra arms would be so cool. Would I be able to use all of them? Is the question though. You know what? 4 extra arms, 8 extra eyes. Do I need more? Like the horrors of my mind as it tries to render what I look like as a 6-armed, 10-eyed being. Oh no, please. Maybe I don't want extra. You should hit something with a stick and let it out. It's harmless and it helps. Giovan's, all our actions are our responsibilities, including how we handle our emotions. Whew, thank you for sharing that wisdom with us, Christian. I feel like that's what I'm facing right now, where I have this opportunity to let my emotions kind of get the best of me. And I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm not disappointed. I'm kind of I'm kind of like in that state of bad words. Where am I? Where am I right now? It's close to angry. It's close to angry. It's like in Angry's ballpark. Maybe like passive aggressive. Bro, maybe I'm passive aggressive right now. Maybe the universe is trying to teach me something and I'm not listening. What should I be listening to? No, I don't know if I'm not listening. I second that emotion. Jizzy Playdo. Interesting username, friend. I love you. Thank you for joining us. We have the part animator, JV. It's nice to see you, friend. Blessings onto you. Thank you for finding yourself in the space. How is you? I'm feeling I'm feeling a bunch of things. I'm not necessarily feeling good right now so far. I'm not feeling good, but I'm not feeling bad. But I'm not feeling angry. I'm feeling somewhere in the middle of that. If angry is here, good is here, and bad is there, I'm like finding myself around there. Huh? You know, Still kind of good, kind of bad, more angry. But I'm aware of it right now, and I'm trying to be as aware of it as possible in this way where I'm choosing to react, to be in a way that is not going to be reductory. Is that a word? It's not going to reduce myself, right? I won't have to make myself less by feeding into emotions that do not serve me right now. Hey, you should hit something. Maybe I'll hit something. I don't really have things to hit. That's the problem. Is Yuhan here as well? I hope everyone's doing fantastically. So freaking cool to have you friends here with me. Why? Why do you love so much? Please, like actually tell me. Like why do you love so much? Like maybe if I figure it out, I can teach it to other people. Mm. What is it about us? Is it the trauma that we've been through? Is it the feelings of separation that kind of prompted us to reconnect? All I know is that I'm grateful. Thank you, friends. I'm grateful that I'm having a hard time for some reason. But the fact that you friends are still here with me regardless, like the fact that you hunt here as well, I'm tripping out. I'm tripping out, Christia. What's happening, dude? I thought you two like kind of had a plan to to do that. What I sub to, I see these as well. So much love to you. Thank you, Johan. Whoa, we've got the mindful trio in chat. What are the odds that we just randomly show up together in this space? I saw your episode on Joe Dispenza and Satan Nama. It is completely necessary to say it out loud, then whisper, then say it in silence. Or can you just stay silent the entire meditation? I believe so. The study, that this is the only real information I can give you, Maxine. The study that I was referencing actually said the Satanama out loud, and it was 10 minutes a day for anti-Alzheimer's. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you watching it as well, Maxine. That was like one of my favorite streams. Jovan, I've been thinking of you Johan, I've been thinking about you weekly. I have a subscription box to a community farm harvest, and they spell my name wrong every week. I'm Johan now. Jovan is Johan. I mean, yes. Yes, but no, but actually, yes. Ah, yes, cold brewed Miss you, friends. Thank you for the love, Shan. Got the same thing with my username. Everyone misspells it. We feel galactically enraged and and containing it adequately. There we go. Yeah. Thank you, Christian. This is why I need Christian in the space with me. This is why I have him as a friend. That's exactly how I feel. Galactically enraged, and I'm containing it adequately. Imagine not just, a universe or a galaxy being created, but all of universes, all of galaxies inside, and yet within the outside, stability. Yes. Laughing, I am. Yes, so calm. I am. I should play Doom or something again. Glad to see you too, Shannon. I mean, if you can see her, even if it's just a name, technically you are. So, yes, thank you, Johan, for seeing our friends. We smelled your weakness and decided to pounce. Yeah. I feel like I'm like straight up tripping out about that, dude. I'm like, oh no, no, still look away. Don't look at me. I'm exposed. I'm vulnerable. On the topic of why we decided to join the chat today. I love you, dude. Thank you just for being here with me. Are you feeling uncomfortable? I'm feeling like I'm not fully myself right now, Maxine. Like I have this capacity to share love, but I have so much anger right now. You know? Yes, 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 yes. A lot of anger. So much anger. State of reality right now. State of the world. Mm. I got to watch a cool podcast. Well, I don't know if it's a podcast, but again, something on time and space, and it's something that really fascinated me again. I've been sharing with you friends this understanding that we as human beings technically elicit time and space. And this is something that I really felt as a truth in my heart. And then I kind of like watched this documentary that really goes into the depth of space and time. And it starts to talk about Einstein's ideas of relativity. And the fact that Einstein, one of his equationary points is the observer. He talks about every single observer creating a new space and time. And I was like, bruh. Yeah, I was excited about that. We are literally creating space and time, friends. Literally, literally. Like, not even like conceptually, but actually creating space and time right now. And we have created in this space and time in a way that is not benefiting the whole, like we have used as individuals space and time that causes other individuals within space and time suffering. And it doesn't help for me to get angry about these things. It really doesn't. All I can be is aware and present with those things as well. Watch them change, watch them melt away, because they will. It's just a matter of time, friends. Are you feeling uncomfortable? If so, that's new grounds for new version of yourself that you're creating. Choose to feel good. I do feel good. That's the thing, Maxine. It's like this anger inside of me isn't causing me distress. It is causing me to feel motivated. But I don't want to be motivated with an aggression. You know? So I don't know what happened, bro, but we've had a hard week too. Got surgery last Thursday, and then I got to the hospital on Monday till Wednesday because of some complication, and it made me wanna. It's not fun during the time when it happens. You look back, made me wanna. I'm guessing I have Toasty here as well. The cool kids are over here. You, Toast Malost, as one of the cool kids here in this moment with us. Spice, dude. I'm literally melting just seeing your friends right now. Johan, Christian, Maxine, and Sofa. Talia hasn't joined us in a while, and here she is right now. So thank you, friends. Thank you so much. In the time what happens, we look back. Absolutely. Our toast. Hello there. There we go. Love is being shared. Why anger, friend? I don't know, Coco. I don't know. It's just this feeling of things aren't the way they're supposed to be, and I know that's literally the if I had to try and come up with like a singular way, how can I suffer And I'm like, oh, you want to suffer, do you? All you have to do if you want to suffer is want for things to be differently, Melt. You get yourself some suffering, ASAP. And I'm still wanting for things to be differently. So I'm in part angry at myself as well for that, Coco. But I'm not being rash. I'm not hurting myself. I'm not hurting others. I'm paying attention. You know, I'm responsible for my own emotional reactions as well. In the words of Christian, is a perceiver of time. If a perceiver of time doesn't exist, does time exist? According to our mathematics right now, no. Not only does time not exist, but space also ceases to exist. That's the trip, Toast. That's the trip, dude. Today is a lot better, Shannon. Thank you. I can sit down again and not just sit in bed the whole time. I really appreciate it. We appreciate you, Johan. Thank you. Let Johan's join, man. So we can see you too, friend. Send you some love. There we go. I feel the same way a lot. It's hard. It's a hard world. It is, but we get to be the softness within the hard world, Coco. So to continue my point and wanting something different is something the wanting something different is something that I think we worry about too much. Things happen, and like we said, we are the observer. Just let yourself observe and understand. This is what I'm trying to do, Brother Bay. And I'm happy to be sharing this version of myself, where I'm also not stable. I feel like I'm not stable right now. Maybe that's another way to say it. I'm not stable in the stability that I usually have. And to show that balancing act, can show you that it's okay, friend. It's okay to be balancing. It's impossible to be, oh yeah, perfectly still, standing on the edge of infinity. It's always going to be a balancing act. Yeah, can I have the number two with extra large fries and suffering, please? Exactly that, Toast. It's like, yeah, it's not like we've done this a trillion times before, learned the same lessons a trillion times over. No, let's make the same mistakes. Make me too. Yeah, Christian literally like scoops big portions. He was like, what? Wanting for things to be different causes suffering. Yeah, sign me up. Brings like a tray. Doesn't bring a plate. Not like, yeah. It's like, what? This is a tray. Yeah, you just put the suffering inside of it. But this is too much. Yeah, What can I say? I'm hungry. Christian says to me. I'm literally getting goosebumps again, dude. This this is how it is sometimes. I think for the most part, I'm responsible for not projecting my emotions. Yes, but what to do when they're internally wrecking? It's a good question to ask. Thank you for asking it, Jovan. What to do when they're internally wrecking us? I feel spend time with it. Right? Again, the whole adage of spend time with yourself. Don't try and escape it because I feel like that's almost what I've been trying to do a little bit today, as I've been projecting outward instead of really just sitting with it. Because as soon as the power dropped, that was when the anger went from like base level angry, which it usually is. I'm always angry anyway. And then it went to like critical levels of angry. But I didn't respond like there were critical levels of angry. I was just like, hmm. And then I stood up. And then I went and did something else. And I didn't break a beat. And I was kind of proud of myself for that. But it is a process. It is a process. And spending time with ourselves, I feel, is the best way to really mediate it. I did get to spend time with myself, but unfortunately, I was listening to music, so it wasn't as authentic as it could have been. I think it's really good. Actually, when you are unbalanced, you get to understand what balance is. You get to like form those neurons, those little pathways. I'd like to know that too. Yeah, 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 same. I think all of us would. How about feel it? There we go. And express and admit to you and be forgiving of yourself. Don't let others' expectations and morals rule your beliefs of who you are. Mm. Ooh. Man, I'm happy to have clever friends like you, Christian, like you, Johan. I'm thinking about brother Isaac as well now. I think he would love this chat. You friends like absolutely inspire me ceaselessly. Jovan, by the way, I don't know. It's so personal. I think listening to it, when you try and push emotions away and don't take the time to understand, that's when it wrecks us. What you understand doesn't have power over you. Mm. So it's interesting you say that, Johan, because we have a friend that tunes into these streams called Sinsane. And Sinsane went through this time in his life where he was feeling what he would think is depression, but it wasn't necessarily depression directly. So he went out and properly vocabularized. Yes, that's not a word. He vocabularized all of his emotions. And every single time he would feel something, he would reflect that chart and he would try and identify his emotional response slash feeling instead of kind of writing it off as something that's bad or something that's to be avoided. And I've been like really thinking about that as well. And you just said the same, Johan. When we understand something, it no longer has power over us. If you're aware of the state of the world and the things that are going wrong, then you must also be aware the side of things going right is just as valid and just as powerful. I'm happy about that because we're that, in a way, for me, Maxine. That in this space, even though there can be all of these atrocities in the world right now, at least we have this space where we can be soft and loving with one another. We had him on the podcast. What a dude. Isaac. I do believe we did, yeah. We are all here in this loving space that we've created for us all, and we're helping the side of things going right as you speak. There we go. Have faith that life is always working in our favor. I do. I completely do, and I appreciate you for reminding me, for letting me see that, for feeling that as a truth in my heart, Maxine. I'm so sorry, Talia. You said, life is amazing for me. I found a deeply loved and loving partner in life. Yes. Oh, that makes me happy. I see a book. I saw like a book that had like these black bars and kind of like the way my flowers look, these mosaics. Oh, gorgeous. Love to you, Talia. That makes me so happy to hear. We're on a journey, and that's very meaningful to us to make the world a tiny bit better place and hopefully create more passion and love in people's lives. He's watching too. Love to you too, my dude. Thank you for taking care of Talia in her world and her space as you for one another. Thank you. Thank you so much. Love to both of you. Terpnado, I love you and your show. Thank you for the good vibes. Thank you, friend, for still finding good vibes, even when I don't feel I'm as good vibey as I could be. Much love to you too. Again, Talia. On B being tagged. I second that motion. The universe says hi. The universe says hi as you. Toast, thank you. Saying hi to you as the universe saying hi to the universe. Hi. I hear the Backstreet Boys has a new meditation dance album out. Are you for sirs? Backstreet Boys, Backstreet's back. All right. But instead, it's like Backstreet's back. All right. Am I losing my mind? No. Good. I was like, for a second, making sure my mind is still where I think it is. And it seems it was still there. It's just like almost like parked, you know, in a mean way. Almost like someone tying their dog to like a bike rack at the outside of a building. But then I was like, did I lose my mind? And then I saw my mind kind of sitting outside, tied to the bike rack. Come on, come inside, little mind. Come. Yes. Normal human being thoughts. Drinks liquids. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so happy to be able to be vulnerable with you, friends. Nobody knows anything, yo. Nobody knows anything, really. Only you know, friend. And sometimes you can know within not knowing. That's the paradox of these experiences as well. And it really is comical. At this point, it's like comical to me where I'm just like trying to laugh at it. Where it's like, oh, more stuff that I don't understand. Of course. Of course. You're still microdosing. I've been wanting to. I'm literally on a microdose right now, Toasty. How are, how are you? Stop reading. Whoa. This just fell from the sky. It's ash. I'm gonna make it a part of my hands. Yes. Somewhere something got burned. And now I am incorporating it into the little grooves of my skin. Yes, I recognize you, universe. Thank you for the piece of ash. Ah, Yeah, I've definitely lost my mind because that piece of ash to me is the universe being like, hey, things aren't that crazy. How about piece of ash? How about that? Literally. Oh, okay, here we are. Losing your mind. It's been lost for eons, beyond oblivion. Oh yes. At this point, it's just pure observer within body. Mind is just, mind doesn't even have a space anymore. Never mind tied outside, just like floating within the ether somewhere. I took a second out of their concert to do a meditation. The world is changing. Oh, that makes some sense. Yes, it is, Johan. But we know this, dude. Like, we're one of the people that are bringing the changes, dude. True words have never been spoken. He's still microdosing. Is that the same Christian that owns fluffy slippers? That's the Christian. The Christian that owns the fluffy slippers. No, no, that that one potentially the fluffy slippers exude sanity. Yes. As soon as you put your feet inside said fluffy slippers, suddenly sanity just overtakes your being. You cannot not be sane. I just had a feeling. Yeah, Toast, You can see inside my brain. I mean, I did take it at like 8 a.m. this morning, so it shouldn't still be working necessarily, but it has made me think about a lot of things today and has forced me to face certain realities about the state of our world right now, especially the state of the financial system. That's the thing I'm the most angry about, friends, is money. Ah, I almost screamed, but I didn't. Like, just the fact that we're so stuck right now. We're so stuck, and it's driving me crazy because I feel like it's so much less than we are. So much less. It's like this. It's like a little crude, almost like a used band-aid that lays on the ground. And for some reason we're actively participating in trying to get this band-aid to stick on our wounds again. I know. Big yikes. That's the way I feel about it right now. That's what I'm seeing. What is my mind and how can I find it in the first place? For me, it was literally kind of like, and I wasn't even joking about the whole analogy I make, Toast. It was like literally reflecting with what I consider mind to be. And then I was like, oh, yes, mind. And then I came back to wherever it is we are right now. Also glad to know that the gummies worked in the end. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Have you had yours, Johan? Do let me know, friend. They very much were. What if progress required some sin? Dude, actually, one of the things that I faced today, and one of the reasons I'm angry today, you're like really asking the right questions, Christian, because I was facing within this kind of like idea of money right now, and this disdain, I guess, I have for it, came along with it this feeling of sin, and not only sin, but the people that are gonna have to die. Oh, that was like technically, and you could think of that as sin. People are gonna die, yo. Yossi, Yossi. Not only are people gonna die, but people are gonna want to kill one another in order to what? In order to what? Exactly. And it worries me. It worries me that we're almost like at a threshold point of becoming something new or becoming something less. And I notice how both of those sides are in me. And maybe that's the part that makes me angry is the fact that I can notice how even this version of me is capable, not only capable, but it's easier to go into the wrong side, to go into the sinful side. And it worries me from this perspective of if, like, even if I have a hard time doing it right for whatever that word's supposed to mean. Reddit stream just dropped. That is a genuine shame because I had Talia still sending so much love. Mel, can you send peeps on YouTube some love for me? Pretty please. Talia sending you love, friends. What's your dog's name? Peppy. Optical, that's just Life's way of testing out reacting. Practicing reacting. You're complete humanity, right? We have Status Foot saying, "Hey, Melt, I think we are losing our minds. We're just trying to keep it." Yeah, I feel that as well. Okay, okay. So it seems my stream is still working. Sick. I'm happy that it didn't drop. Oh, thank you, friends. Thank you for the love, for being in this moment with me. For actually at least trying. That's what I'm seeing. That all of us, the fact that we're in this space right now, the fact that we are resonating with what's being shared, is because we are actually trying to change the world that we're living in, to change the way that we've been, to really try and open up, really try and open up. Like we live in a world that things are determined, so determined right now. Oh yeah, you do this, you go to school for X amount of time, and then you go to university or college for X amount of time, and then you're gonna get a job for X amount of time, and then you're gonna retire. You're gonna have X amount of time. And it's so monotonous. It is very great for the economy, yes, but it's not what's serving our human souls anymore. Not only that, but we have these entire industries, literal entire industries, like so manically grasping at power, while at the same time people are giving it away. Maybe I'm not angry. Maybe I'm just aware today. Maybe there should be a mindset or an interpretation there as well. It could be better. Sin would have to exist. Oh yes. No, I haven't. I'm waiting till I'm recovered to reflect on what I went through. I think that would be pretty good for you as well. You'll get to really consolidate. Thank you, Johan. Sins exist in belief. Everything outside of belief is just human nature. Ooh, I do believe that because I believe the same thing for heaven and hell as well. To tie it kind of into today's topic, that by laughing at this reality, you instantly find yourself within heaven because that laugh at reality is heaven, right? It is this recognition of becoming overjoyed to the point of laughter within self, realizing how absurd this external representation is, whatever it is, you can literally laugh at it because it isn't what's making you. It isn't what you want to believe. And then as soon as you choose to believe one thing or another, that's how you can create sin out of it. Again, believing things should be differently than they are can be seen in that way as a sin because sin originally was supposed to be this what's the word, consolidation, opsomming of missing the mark. It means sin means to miss the mark. And if this moment is the mark, if this is the bullseye, wanting for this not to be as this is the sin. It is what we're doing wrong because it can't be any other way than it is right now. Hello, waiter. Can you please take this back to the chef? I would not like any of this suffering. Thank you very much. But, sir, you offered, but no, I refuse. I refuse to eat the suffering. Fine, sir, suit yourself. Eat nothing, he says. I'm like, yes, I'd rather have nothing than suffer. Thank you. Takes the plate. Oh, thank you, Christian. Do you feel that the microdose is helping you purge negative feelings within yourself, making all if the buried feelings come to the surface? Making all of the buried feelings come to the surface. Maybe a little bit, Maxine. Maybe a little bit. I feel more so than that. It's just kind of giving me more room to feel into things. You know, like instead of, and then kind of touching on yesterday's topic, a vessel can hold water, right? And I'm thinking in this moment almost of all of these topics as vessels within themselves. And in this moment, My anger can be seen as awareness, as a liquid almost, being poured into this space that is an idea, that is a feeling. And I feel like the vessel is larger, but I can fill it with whatever I want to. I can fill it with understanding, with acceptance, with compassion. But for some reason, what I had available to me today was fiery anger. And I have all of these full containers that I'm trying to drink. Am I trying to drink them? Am I trying to give them away? I think I'm feeding them to something actually. So maybe I am eating them. Dude, I've been watching documentaries on the exploitation of Africa by megacorps. To be honest, bro, we have to understand that all we can do for the world is the best, oh goodness, that we can do for ourselves. There is so much sin that to fight it, either we need to become the sin and fight fire with fire, or we need to step back and flood the earth of love. And in my opinion, love is a better opinion. If you look what the average person is trying to do, it is all love everywhere. The few that have the most set these ideas for how we need to live. And I couldn't agree more with that. Johan, and you know that that's my message as well on these streams, dude. It's this realization that love is true. You know, that we have the capacity to be everything else, but love is going to be the truth. And I couldn't agree more. You know, it's like that little fractal flower that I saved as well. We don't need to fight to get what we want. We need to stop fighting. That is what we want. We want to stop fighting. But it feels like we have to fight in order to not be fighting anymore. And it's, you know, you can't stop war by bombing people even more. You can't, you know, have sex with people for virginity. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. Interesting. If one person says sin exists and another person says sin doesn't exist, what does that make? Does that make sin exist? I think both are beliefs. So, yes, I think so, Toast. There's a major difference between truly spreading love and wanting to look like you do so you can reap the benefits of being accepted and told you're following a correct path. I feel like that is kind of the joke or the draw of religion, isn't it, though, Christian? Where once you kind of conform to a certain religion, everybody in the religion can tell you, oh, yeah, you're doing the good thing because you're in the religion. But that is what we want. And we can find it either outside of ourselves or we can give that to ourselves. Believing that you're walking the correct path because it's your path, you know, instead of trying to find validation. If two people say sin exists and one person says sin doesn't exist, does that mean one third of sin exists? Hmm. Weirdly enough, to the person that says sin exists, there might exist more sin, and the person has sin that says sin doesn't exist. So even if one of those people believes sin doesn't exist, I believe the person that believes sin does exist will believe sin exists to the point where the person not believing sin doesn't exist is sin. So there will still be only one sin. Yes, Toast. Yes. Sin mathematics. Yes, good. No, it says that sin is subjective. I think so. Doing it out of pride rather than love. That's something that I'm very aware of as of late as well, Maxine. Pride in my existence. I feel like that's the thing that I'm really working on. And pride for me comes up in questions usually. Why this and why so and why not so and why only this and no, you know, like this question of again, why aren't things differently? Why are things so and so for such and such, but so and so for so and so? And that to me is now what I kind of like identified as pride. Very good point as well, Maxine. It's why some people exploit the poorest of people for profit and others give everything they own to the poorest. Balance. I feel balance again, even with that. Toasty, life is quite multidimensional. It's not as black and white as exist and not exist. I Toasty like definitely knows that. I think Toasty is just kind of like tuning into the frequencies of being funny as well. I think it's just funny how things exist in their minds, but only on a fractional level. But only in our minds. Yeah, I think if something is never observed, does it exist? Popular theory, especially within the way that we think about consciousness right now, is technically no. That if you don't know about something, technically, within your space and time, it does not exist. Not actually. Yes, I'm being playful, homies. I know, Toast. I know, I'm being playful with you, man. Yes, because all thoughts are materialized and what we see in front of us, ignoring 3D to help shape the future. Yeah, it's not easy though, is it, Maxine? Definitely not easy. It's not easy, and I think it might even be getting harder. Hey, yabbity goobity goo. It's nice to see you. You curious about what we're talking about? We're talking about some good stuff. We have a great debate and conversation. Thank you for sharing your opinions. Yes, we do. So much love. Hi, Shannon and Nana Nana. Toasty Beansy Jovan. Thank you for the love. Gobbly goop. No, Melt, we must fight so we don't have to fight anymore. Just one more fight to go. Maybe one more after that. And then, my kids, then they will have their own fight. And then their kids. Cinematic. Synesthetics. Cinemathematics. Cinemathematics. There we go. You're a human being. Either you're sinning all the time, or there is no sin. It's up for you to decide, friend. How about that? Thank you. Doggo, look at her. Look at her little sweetie sweetie. Love you, friends. Man, I'm missing someone that read it again. We have YVM joining us again. Cool to catch you again. It's nice to see you too. I do this every day. I feel like I'm tripping because when I see you, I have this crazy pasted smile on my face. Thank you, Sailoroo. Smile, friend. Feel the love. It really makes me happy to know that I can make you smile, friend, all the way across the world. The universe loves you too, Hard Knoxville. The universe loves you too, friend. Playing the ukulele while listening to you talk is like really good. That sounds like a whole vibe, friend. Thank you for like tuning into that frequency. Gob is joining us on the Reddit. I might have missed how you today. Even Cable. Thank you for the love, dude. It's so nice to see you. How are you doing, Brother Bear? Hello, Eddie. It's okay. Finally getting repairs done to my house after demanding them from management for 3 months. 3 months. That's quick. That's quick, Gob. You got to manifest physical changes in your reality in only 3 months? Nudge, nudge. Thank you for being so strong with the bear. You've joined the stream. Did I hear you say you're microdosing? How long have you been microdosing? What are you microdosing? I've been microdosing since like 2018. I officially started microdosing. Right now, I'm microdosing psilocybin mushrooms that I blended into a fine powder and then I put them into capsules. And every single one of those capsules, plus the cellophane wrapping that holds them, weighs exactly 0.25 grams. So a quarter of a gram. It's not enough to feel it, but things are felt. Manshi. Thank you for asking, friend. I think it is a cool tool. It kind of helps me think in a different, like it's still me, still consciousness, but it's like a mode of consciousness, a little bit of a different mode of consciousness. Bad signal. I can't hear you, Serena. I hope it gets better, friend. Hi, Cable. Thank you for the love. Very bad. I'm happy. I like your name, dude. Happy Smile Seeker is pretty cool, right? Godspeed to you, Tyler Blozak. I haven't seen you in a while, friend. It's nice to have you here. Rambler joining us as well. Hi, Puppy. Hey, Sailoroo. Puppy is having a good time. So much positive energy. Administrative wash. I'm happy that you feel it, friend. I wasn't necessarily coming here, showing up with positive energy, but you friends have helped me kind of dig myself out of the slump. We got to feel what needed to be felt, and here we are at the other side of the feeling, still feeling. How cool. Rock that ukulele. Hey, new friends. Hope you're all having a wonderful day with heaps and heaps of beauty. Mm. I see an X with an I through it. Almost like Christian symbol, actually. But it was an X. It wasn't one line of points. It was an actual X. Sending you love too, Christian. Melty, I think humanity is still many generations away from economic system that is worthy of a divine within us all. Until then, we have to make do with the used band-aid. Ah, Mojo, I know. And I think that's the part that really kind of gets at me is the fact that I'm using said used band-aid, you know? Like I'm now knowing that I in fact do not have any wounds, trying to stick this used band-aid on my skin, and I'm like, I'm sorry, so sorry. That might not be the greatest thing to see, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And I don't believe money in and of itself is evil. I feel the system of money is what's evil. Money hasn't been real in forever. Money hasn't been real since like I think the 1914s. It's literally been a century that money hasn't been real for. And the people that have access to the most of it, who am I to say? Who am I to say what they're going through? What their lives has been like? But makes it difficult, Mojo. Especially since, I would like to actually be able to have a house one day, have a car so I can drive places myself as well. Have enough money to afford fuel, which I also disdain at the moment right now. I'd like to go full EV if I ever get a vehicle, but that's beside the point. But at the same time, I don't care, right? It's a want again. I would like to have it, but I don't actually care about these things. But I cannot not care about these things because if I want a family one day, if I want to be able to take care of our community, if we're going to create things that are worthy of being shared with the rest of the world, then I have to care. And I feel like the way that I'm reaching that point of caring is just by laughing at the things that I don't care for. The things that I don't care for can be so devastating sometimes that we let go of the things we do care for. So instead of doing that, I'm laughing instead. Thank you for laughing with me. It's a genuine pleasure to be here, dude. It's a genuine pleasure to have you in the space, Cable. You're so loved, dude. So freaking loved. Been a while since I saw a Reddit stream itself. Yeah, it's been a while. I think it's like been months since I've seen you here with us. It's a pleasure to have you around. As it is to have you, I second that statement. You're so loved, Talia. Like I cannot tell you how like overjoyed my heart is to know that you have a partner next to you right now. Any moment you can just lean over and kiss this divine being that is a part of your life. You can hug them. You can go to bed nice and toasty, being cuddled up. Like I'm just seeing that archetype, that availability in your life right now, and like that is literally giving me hope. That's also one of the things that I feel I should care about, but I don't want to care about. Relationships, you know. Sure, and I'm not meaning like relationships in general. I mean romantic relationships where I don't want to get involved with that anymore because every single time I do, it creates so much expectation, and it cannot help but Peppy. She's grrring for the cat. It's just a cat, yo. It's just a cat. She's not coming to eat me. The stream is making me feel some things, yo. Like I'm very happy that I'm doing it. The system is so evil. It's a little bit backwards, isn't it, gobbledygoo? We're changing it though. Little by little, day by day, moment by moment, showing up like this. One time I danced with monkeys, with Gob, and it was a lot of fun. I look forward to giving you the story of one day I danced with Melt and Gob while playing with monkeys. It's going to be quite an experience. Hope you're doing fantastic. Have you ever watched Reiki ASMR? Not a single time in my life. To be honest, Maxine, Reiki ASMR. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm doing better thanks to Melt and you fine, beautiful folks at Johan. Goo. I see a little bunny, dude. A little fractal bunny. It was melting. It was like almost like one of those, I don't know what you call them, those character esque, fugly looking bunnies, with the bulbous eyes and the messed up teeth. Yeah, one of those, like the face of that bunny, and then stuff in the background. Love to you, God. We love having you here. I second that notion. These streams are a great way to reset and find some motivation again. Thank you, Johan. You friends are like really too much right now. Like I feel like I have run away. Oh no, love. I can't receive. Yes, let the love flow because it's the only truth. The quote Toasty, to quote Toasty, I'll come out there with y'all, but I need you to tell me where I'm walking because the ground is just geometry going on for infinity. Yes, that sounds exactly like something Brother Toast would say. I'm happy that Toast gets to trip out like that, because for me, I would like take 5 grams of mushrooms with Toast. Toast takes like 2 grams. And then Toast, needs to hold onto my arm. And I'm like, oh, look at that pretty, blade of grass that just kind of flicked itself in the air and like tossed that little droplet of water onto the ground. And Toasty is like, yeah, I saw everything. I'm like, oh, you saw what I meant? Yeah, like, yes. And then some. Literally everything. That's beautiful. It is, right? That's spot on. These streams are like a daily recharge. You friends are charging me too. Know that this goes both ways. It goes both ways. I hope you enjoy the stream. I gotta go to work on a project for Tuesday. I hope all of you have a lovely rest of your day, an amazing week. I'll see you again soon, my friends. Love you, Johan. Thank you for joining us. Gob, watching you and Uncle Becky hooting and hollering at the full moon is a core memory for me. Peppy's like, what's happening? You can come and sit with me again. I'm sorry to get you all riled up. Love and light to Johan. Man, my brain is getting melted by the Johan Jovan thing right now. So nice to share this space with you. It's nice to have you with us, Shannon. Like, this is a space we create together, and you are like a node within the space, right? Like, we're like holding hands, and then the hands we hold forms a little circle between us. And then the circle between us is the space in which we are right now. So thank you, Shannon. Also, my final thing I want to say is something I saw in God of War 3. Hope is what we use to fight when we see nothing else to use. Hope is what we use to fight when we see nothing else to use. Can you fight with love? The love will still be there. Buddy, yes, buddy, Shannon. I knew you would like that. Gotta take a break from digging to tell yous. I just found a 4-leaf clover. Of course you did. Yes, good luck. I appreciate this Ram sharing peace in the garden. Luck to Jovan's life. Suddenly, Jovan's entire like I'm imagining Jovan walking in her environment and then her future self existing. And then suddenly she sees the 4-leaf clover. And as she picks it, like her future self just gets like buried in gold. Just like absolutely buried. This is like suddenly there's so much going on. It's your lucky day. Yes, make a wish. Frame it. No, eat it. Yes, eat it. Wishing for a big old group hug. I can hug a puppy. Mm. Mm. Oh, she's silly. Whew, 11:11. Sounds like me, like the sounds of that show. Did I miss some? The big hug. Oh, mush to you too, Toast. Thank you for mushing with me. Mm. It's a pleasure. Singing a statement. Knalvish. saying, actually, your concerns about money are ours too. We really want to overcome the society made pressure of achieving material wealth. That's actually why we started our journey. Love is actually what counts. Greetings, Sunny, not Leah. Sunny is, I'm guessing, Leah's partner. Love to you, Sunny. That's what we're trying to do, dude. You know, and I believe that's why we have found this community with one another as well. We get to share the understanding, the feeling that we're not alone within this journey. And we get to actually go into this future seeing how every single one of us tries to adjust to the world we're trying to build, try to create the world we want. It's going to be a process, but it's one that we're actively participating in right now. Like you are right now participating in that process. Thank you for the helpful alarming philosopher. What an interesting username that is. You're melting my heart, Estian. I appreciate that so much. Love you for all of the love you're putting out into the universe. There's so much more love coming your way. I have no doubt your future girl will treat you the way you deserve it. I hope so, Talia. I'm so worried, friend. I'm so worried. I've been especially worried as of late, realizing that I don't think I'm going to be a good father. I feel like I'm too much. I'm thinking about something Maxine sent me yesterday. You know, this uh, it's like a book that had all of the dates of the year. I don't know if it had the years as well in it, but I think it had at least the dates of the year in it, and then it kind of gives you a summary of the archetype of being born on that day. And one of the things that was mentioned in that little snippet was the archetype of who we are as people, you know, who being me, being born on that specific day, and how we almost have this manic energy about believing in something and doing it to the point where we literally kill ourselves. We literally kill ourselves, working ourselves to death because we just don't stop. And because of this way of seeing the world, this way of doing things in the world where you're just going forever and you just do not stop. When you have kids, it's so difficult for them to achieve, so difficult for them to live up to your expectations. And I'm so worried that I'm going to be a bad dad because of who I am right now as a person. Like, it's hard for me to live with me sometimes. Can't even imagine how hard it must be for a kid. So I'm not worried about a significant other. I'm more worried about it being right for her as well, Talia. Man, being a human being is weird. It's Sunny at the half. Thank you for letting me know. Melt, is it possible you'll get a it is possible you'll get a car, house without money or without needing a lot of money. I was given a car before, not a new one, but one that was exactly what I needed at the time. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much for saying that, friend. It gives my heart hope. I was more sharing from a perspective, not necessarily sharing from a place of need or want or complaining. It was just like these feelings of thinking we want one thing while at the other side not caring at all about it, and how that duality kind of is a point of tension, you know, something to be angry about, I guess. Never mind, it was probably me who the amount of emotions you were having worrying about being a father for a child you don't yet have is evidence that you will be a fantastic, loving, thoughtful, and caring father, Mel. I want to believe that, Toast. I'm gonna be so busy, dude. To the infinity and beyond. I'm still actively learning. Maybe, in 10 or so years, I'll be ready. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toast. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it, friend. Clogs of the Haywire, stay strong, Melt. You are so awesome. If she's not the right fish, another fish. Another fish are out there. Thank you, Coco. I used to fear what the book said about my birthday as well, but knowing you can change any part of yourself or life that you don't like helps you see the opportunities for self improvement. I completely agree. All tigers are viewed as too much from other generations, from an older generation tiger. Trust me when I say your personality will calm down, more wisdom will be found. I'm not worried about that actually, Maxine. I'm worried about the opposite. Like, I already feel like I don't get to spend time with my loved ones in the way that I would like to. And I'm not even remotely as busy as I'm going to be in the next 20 years, and it's going to be in that time that I'm going to have kids in. And the biggest thing that caused separation between me and my dad is the fact that my dad didn't have enough time to spend with me. And when he would be home, his idea of spending time with me was working. And I see that in myself, and it viciously concerns me. It's not that I'm gonna calm down that I'm hoping for, it's the fact that I'm not gonna calm down, Maxine. I only do more things. I never do less. And I hope, like, eventually, fortunately, I was stressing for a second, kind of watching the infinity grow larger and larger. I'll get to outsource a lot of it going into the future as well, which is gonna make it a little bit easier for me. Maybe that's how I have to do it. Ideally, when I have kids eventually, I want to just be a dad. I'm going to again become a hermit or something, not leave home and just be a dad. Oh, I'm out. I feel that way about being a mom. Trying to get better and be a better mom is really challenging. There's weighs on me constantly. Love to you, Shannon. At least you get to spend time with her right now. That's what I'm seeing at least. Do you do more things as in distract yourself or because of manic? Probably because of the manic nature in me where like yo, Maxine, I am only doing a percentage, maybe a percentage of the stuff that's going on inside my mind at any given time. And the reason I'm only doing a percentage of it is because I only have access to a percentage of the resources. Probably a lot less than that, but a percentage of the resources that I need. I only have like a percentage of the tools that I need. I only have a percentage of the help that I need. I mean, that's relative though. So, the stuff that I want to do going into the future is going to expect me to be present with what I'm trying to build. And you can only give your presence to one thing at a time, unfortunately. And I'm worried that I'm watching myself lose presence to trying to make things happen, you know? Like I'm watching myself get all caught up within the physical attempt of, wealth generation, if you will. And it shows me how I get more and more manic because you cannot stop. As soon as you start a business, you have people that depend on you. You have salaries to pay, you have employees to make sure they are taken care of. And I know all of these things, Maxine. I'm not complaining. I'm not trying to find an escape. I'm just trying to find awareness. I'm trying to find balance. I feel is a word as well. and it's a process. It's a difficult one for me right now. Ooh, possible time needed. I second that. My mom basically got a car gifted to after manifesting it. Some things are unexplainable, but just come your way. Thank you, friends, for sharing that morning over on that side of the world. To you too, Miss Dabs. Thank you for joining us. Jasmine is here. Missed you, friend. Saying almost misses the stream as I was out on the hammock yesterday. My birthday, just floating among the trees. So glad I made it. Happy belated birthday to you, Jasmine. So much love to you, friend. Thank you for joining us. Mel, it's all right. There's no need to worry. You being aware of that feeling is powerful, but it's just a little devil on your shoulders. Insecurities are tough, but they're just imaginary. It's all right, Mel. Everything's gonna be all right. Love to you. Thank you, Talia, for the reminder, friend. It means more than I can say. Dearest Mel, the fact that you're questioning whether or not you'll be a good father shows that you already care for this little life that is not even with you yet. Guess I can't really know. And I'm trying to know something that can't be known. Why is it hard, my friend? It's hard because I want to do it right, dude. I want it to be as good as it possibly can be, and I don't know enough to make sure that that is a fact, if that makes sense. Also, I second toast. I think the ability to question yourself is the first sign of making sure you don't fuck up. Thank you. Questioning whether you'd be a bad father seems to me like questioning whether you're a narcissist. If you're genuinely ask yourself that question, it's likely not the case. You're a wonderful source of love, Mel. Everything will turn out well. Yes. Love is true. Thank you for reminding me, Talia. Like I'm so grateful that Sunny gets to be with a person like you as well. And Sunny has sent some of his words as well, and having only seen like a small fraction of his infinitude, I notice and I can see that you two are going to be so good for one another. Keep sharing love, keep calling each other out on the bullshit. Deck Tight even is joining us. Hello to you, friend. Nice to see you. Agreed. I'm happy that you feel that way. B Turk, it's nice to see you too. Conan Conrad, where are you located? Show us the view. I'm in South Africa, friend. I'll show you the view. Okay, answer. It's nice to see you too. Thank you for joining us. Mojo, Melt, your thoughts, worries, internal debates, and etc. are not you. You know this. Have faith that you will learn how to balance your passions. Thank you so much, Mojo. I am learning. Like in these moments, I feel like that's exactly what we're doing. All I'm noticing is how slow I am. Maybe I'm not slow. Maybe it just takes me time to really know, whether or not I'm making a right decision. I appreciate you, friends, for tuning in with me, teaching me as well, reminding me of the things that I remind you of sometimes, and that's the beauty of this space. I don't claim to be something that you're not, oh, yeah, I am so and you are this and that. And because I am so and so, you being this and that means that so and this and that. No, I am but human being, human being. Listening to burps, having to go to the bathroom after filling my bladder up with liquids. Yes, human being stuff. That is one thing about humans, right? We don't know. No, we don't. And we still have to move forward, having faith in both our ability and our skepticism. Have faith in you, Cable. Just have faith in this. Believe that this, as you are right now, is supposed to be here in this moment. And then just go forward with that. And like realize, and this is what I try to do at least, that within that, love is true, that the direction you're going in is love, that is your true point, that is your north, that is where your compass kind of points. Hello to you, global professor. We have Nalvesh Sunny saying, what makes a good father? Like my father wasn't at home at all in those times I needed him the most, but still he teaches me some lessons I'll never forget, and I still feel deep love to him. Me too, Sunny. Like that's not something that I'm worried about, friend. I just worry about the relationship more more than the love, if that makes sense. You know, I love my dad very deeply, but I don't have the relationship I want with him. And I wonder if I would have the relationship I want with him if he spent more time with me. And it's one of those unsolvable problems, you know, like I can't go back and have my dad spend more time with me and then see who I become now as a result of that. So the only thing that I can do is to recognize that these things have happened and that I get to change. I get to be one thing or another depending on what I've experienced. I get to call myself a victim to it, or I get to be the expression of something new. And in that way, yes, our fathers taught us a lot, but it's hard, dude. It's hard to you know point fingers and say this is what a good father is. That's the recipe. Love and calling out of the bullshit. Exactly. Yes. I'm so happy that you friends understand. Also, Mel, thank you for sharing these thoughts. Even that is important for growth. You're never born perfect. We gotta work for it all. We're gonna work for perfection, but we'll never reach it. You know, that's the beauty of the paradox I share in these streams as well. We are living as the infinite while being finite. We are the everything while being this. You know, and it's a constant paradox. It's just something that we have to try and consolidate and then realize that we have the power to make something out of it as well. A part animator, Joe Vive, yeah. She just tagged the Patreon saying you can support Mel for as little as $1. This is true. If you would like to support me, financially, that is, if you want to make a tangible difference in my life, you can support the Patreon. And I would only accept your money for the Patreon because I make art. You know, I kind of think of it as from the perspective of I am an artist. I'm just trying to make a living being an artist, and all of these things are different forms of art. And if you friends would like to see the art that I create for as little as a single dollar, you'll get 30 individual, divinely unique, never before seen by any human eyes in all of existence. This I can guarantee you every single day. For $1 a month, it's a deal. I mean, it's $1.11. You know, all of the dollar amounts of synchronicities. Thank you, Joviv. Joviv is actually a supporter as well. I appreciate you for like tagging the Patreon as well. Do you like me now? I do. Sick scarf. Yeah, thank you, friend. It was a gift from my mom. I'm this and that and so and tag yourself. Your words and energy are sometimes the best part of my day. Glad I tuned in. Glad you were here, friend, to have, like receive some of this energy. So much love to you. Cable dropping facts. He's a genius as well. Absolute Indian genius. Hello, pa.
Lulu.
Welkom terug. Lekker dag
Hey,
gehad?
zie je?
Lekker dag gehad?
Heerlijk, dank je.
Jullie
Jij?
gaan golf spelen?
Ja,
Hoe is het geweest?
echt iets van tijd.
Aha.
Waar lekker geweest.
Was je bij de kerk geweest?
Ja, was bij Goldman, was na kerk geweest, ja.
Oh, je dus is de kerkcommunity gegaan.
Ja, van de kerk mee.
Hoe bij is dat er geweest?
25, 30 misschien.
Heb je er net op je pies gaan slaan?
Ja, is van net Goldman gespeeld. So, is van net zo'n dag, zo'n fun dag geweest.
Nou, hoor.
Het is lekker geweest samen zo'n tijd, hoor.
Heb je goed gespeeld?
Ze heeft goed gespeeld, eindelijk, hoor.
Ah,
Ja, ze heeft baie goed gespeeld. Ik
That's
is
cool.
echt indruk geweest.
my dad and my sister played some. Dankjewel, pa. Played some golf today, with like the church community. Apparently, my sister played better than they anticipated.
Keer, nee, je kunt het wel eens zien ook.
Her first time.
Als je game speelt, is het klaargemaakt met datzelfde balletje.
Hmm.
Dat is commendable.
So it was her first ever game of golf, and she finished with the same ball. Apparently, that's commendable. I've never played a whole game. Oh, you balletje nog steeds, Shantae.
Eerste game, 1 balletjie. 9 gaatjies en papa 3 balle weggeslaan.
Het papa 3 ballen weggeslaan.
Still
Ja,
got my
zie.
ball from the very first shot. And it's my very first time playing.
Cool. Ek het binnenkort 'n sanger. Dankie Sasa. Gaan jy weer gaan golf speel?
Ja, ik love it.
Okay.
Tot volgende jaar voor je school speel.
Nice. Now she's down. She wants to play for the school, like professionally almost. On a team rather. Go far. It's my morning alarm. Stay strong, Mel. You're awesome. Thank you again. Thank you, Coco. Here's the fear. A book said about my improvement. The tigers I viewed. Personality can be found. Oh, I think I missed a few. Distract yourself. There we go. Feeling like you should be doing something on a grander scale. I used to stress about that as well, but I also learned that small acts of kindness are epic. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Thank you, Maxine. We're always going to be here. You know, that's the paradox of it as well. Is no matter where I am, we're just going to be here. It's all of us are here right now, everywhere right now. Probably like there's entities of another galaxies also being here. They're just there in that space, in that time. Finally accept where you are, then you let the universe flow to you. This is the way. She never lost the ball. She didn't even lost the ball. Damn, that's dope. I mean, I'm happy that you understand what that means, Toast. To me, it's like, aren't you not supposed to lose balls? Like, don't you pay for them? She has the same hair. Her hair is better than mine, Maxine. I'm so jelly, you know. Like, and that's something that I joke about sometimes. Where if someone is like, "Oh, I like your hair," I'm like, "No, my hair is like, level 2. I can't take credit because if I chose this specific hair, I would have chosen my sister's." Woot says she's gorgeous. I love her so much. Thank you, friends, for like tuning in and sharing some love of her as well. Good day, live in the present, and the present will be granted. Live in the future, and the present is missed. Much love, everyone. Stay strong, and thank you for streaming, Mel. Mm, thank you. Miss Molly, it's so nice to see you here again, friend. Love to you. I love discussion. Very shake right inside. Fuck yeah, this is art. Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Like I'm serious. Toast. I'm not even toast. Cable. This stream. These streams to me is my art. It's the best art that I've been able to create within, and I feel like I've almost been given a gift to be able to create in this medium. And if it wasn't for you, friends, there would be no medium. You friends are the medium. That's the trip. You know, you are like the canvas. My words is like the paint. I paint on your canvas. That is your mind. That is your infinity. But as I paint onto that canvas, the canvas is an infinity, which means every single line that gets placed onto it is going to be infinitely unique because it's you. You know, I'm a poet and an artist in the material sense, and I approve Mel's message. This is definitely art, and you're an artist who deserves every dollar. Thank you, Gavel. Thank you, Brother Bear. I appreciate that love so much. Hey, here he is, Joel. I was talking about you a little bit earlier, Brother Bear. Love to you. Thank you for your support, friend. Thank you for helping me. It's wonderful. Are you on the Discord? Asking me, asking Cable. He is. You make me blush. Yes, I am a fellow streamer, and being part of the Reddit Mel journey is great. It is. Please do check him out as well. The love his stuff. Your sister has beautiful curly hair like you do. She's gorgeous. Thank you, Jovi, for sending that love. I'll be sure to pass it on to her as well. Love, love, love. Be happy. You have hair. Umbasa. I mean, hairless is technically the superior haircut, hairstyle. Yes. Being bald is the superior hairstyle. Don't have to wash anything. Don't have to sweep any hairs up that constantly fall off. Don't have to unclog drains. Don't have to comb things. Don't have to untangle knots. Don't have to buy hair, products. Being bald is the superior hairstyle, you know. And I'm just holding onto my hair right now because it's holding onto me. That's literally how it is. If my hair is like, oh wait, melt, cheers, then I'm gonna be like, sick, melt, see ya. But it's still here, so I'm still like, oh, I love you, hair. Well, we're all lost, but I'm glad I'm lost with you all. Yes, Rambler. At least we're not lost alone, you know. At least we're stumbling through the darks, holding onto the hands of people that we know love us. Not gonna, pull us into the spikes. That's awesome. I've been that active on the Discord lately, but I'm looking for more to be more active. You don't have to be. You have a relationship, Talia. Spend as much time as you feel you would like to. We'll appreciate anything that you do. We appreciate this, this moment, you being with us now. I haven't lost the ball. Wow, cool, sis. I'm only bald in like 25% of my head, though. I have to shave the rest. It's a lot of work. Day 577 doing what exactly? Vape Mando. I have shown up like this 577 times consecutively. Sometimes the technology didn't allow me to do what it is I'm doing right now. Technically, only once. Only once it technically stopped me. But for the rest of the time, consecutively, in this space. Another day, another moment, another now. Thank you, Vape Mondo, for asking, friend. Most definitely, I write poems and will definitely tag you. Thank you, Cable. I have to go to the bathroom, and then I have to go and set up for my Sangha. It's like a community get together. We do like a little contemplation. After the contemplation, we're gonna do today especially a meditation. And then after the meditation, we open the space up and we have some conversation. Thank you, friends, for sharing some love with me. I appreciate thee. I look forward to seeing you again here with me. Give us a follow. You know, it's completely free. Do I have more E rhymes? I'm sure if you follow me, it will bring you absolute glee. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Day 577. 577 days changing lives for the greater. Mission Cellist, you're changing mine too, friend. So thank you for being here today. Have a wonderful day and keep smiling. What? I surely not me. Smile? No, I never. Smiley. Thank you, friends, for joining me. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing day. Thank you for trying to laugh at the difficulties, trying to make the lightest of it. I'm gonna pull us a card since we still have a lot of friends here on the Reddit. Multiple eyes to see beauty with. I'm gonna try and share some beauty with your eyes, friends. Have a wonderful day. You're infinitely beautiful. Much love. No, you, Talia. No, you are infinitely beautiful, friend. You are an emissary of love. I genuinely believe this. If you're here right now, I believe you are an emissary of love. And you're like, what's an emissary of love, Mel? I'll tell you. I'll tell you what an emissary of love is. An emissary of love can also be called the new children, indigo children, if you want to as well, and psychic children, crystal children, you know, all of these above. Sensitive new children with uncommon abilities are entering the world. They are being called various things: psychic children, crystal children, and millennium children, to name just a few terms in use. There are distinctions among them, yet it is apparent that they are all intuitive, creative, deeply aware, spiritually awakened, multisensory human beings who carry with them a message of universal love. Their unique capabilities, the connection they have voiced with dolphins and whales, and their ability to use planetary energy grids to communicate with each other infuse this card. That's a little bit much. You are invited to look to the future with optimism and hope. You are invited to look to the future with optimism and hope. It is heartening to know that children are being born who embody the vibrations of peace, integrity, and genuine love. How may you better support this message? How may you follow this example and become an emissary of love yourself? By shifting your attention from fear to love in each moment, you too will become part of the evolution of consciousness that these children personify, that you personify. You have the ability to contribute to a future of love for yourself and all beings. See and feel it as already here. Wow! Skew! Skabap! Skibelamapeow! Sorry for the crackhead energy, but that's how I feel. Uber excitement. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling significantly better than I did coming into stream today. Thank you, friends, for allowing a sense of lightheartedness in me. Like I was kind of angry at the world, at the state of things coming into stream today, and then I show up to this space. I kind of share some of my frustrations with you, and you friends remind me that love is true. And now, having been reminded that love is true, how can I believe anything else? Thank you for the card. I'm old, yet this is me. Of course it is, Miss Molly. Of course, friend. I'm not even remote. That's why I was like specifically saying, because I know what the card was gonna say. You know, it kind of does bring the message from this perspective of, oh, there are people out there somewhere that are like this. That's why I went like hard with the you friend. If you hear these words, I'm talking to you right now. You are like this. Thank you. This was me. I am who I am. We are who we are. All I am is the I that we are. Thank you for being you, friends. So much love to you. Thank you for joining me. Dry Historian. Sorry for tuning out as you're tuning in. See you again. Lovely card. Lovely you emissary of love, Toast. Thank you, Brother Bear, for joining us. Another one of my favorite cards. Mine too, actually. Thank you for setting it up, Talia. I'm sorry to not be able to share it to her, speaking the truth. You know, especially Maxine. Always perfectly synchronous. I'm so grateful. Honestly, so grateful to have you friends, to be able to share stuff like that with you. You know, like some people might be like, what are these dudes doing? They're pulling cards. They're talking about love and life. Oh, losers. I'll be a loser in there. Thank you, friends, for caring about me, about these things that we're talking about random, pieces of cardboard wrapped in plastic. I appreciate you, friends, so much. We're all young. The universe is old. Yes, we're young. No matter how old you are young within the infinite age of the universe. Live into that youthful energy. I love you, friends. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. If you want to, you can see me in like 20 minutes. But if you don't, I'll see you again tomorrow. Love you. Cheers, cheers.